Let's talk about social media marketing. Social media really can help you sell, but how it does it is different if you're a B2B company or a B2C company. If you're a B2B company selling a B2B business to business product or service, the way that the buyer interacts with your social and the intent behind that interaction is different than for a B2C company. In my interviews of executives, when I do work for a B2B company, when I interview their customers, I ask them, what's the first thing they do when they go to a website? And they all have told me through the years, I mean, we're talking about a lot of people, thousands of people. What they do first is they go to the leadership page. Obviously, they go to the home page, but the first thing they click on is the leadership page. They want to see who's running the company and what they care about. This is a character test. They want to know if you care about what they care about, or if you're just in it for the money and you don't really care about the customer. They want to know. So they look, they see what you're talking about in your bios and that type of thing. And the next thing they often do is they click on your social icons, the ones that you've got in your footers or up at the top. So they can also, again, do this character check off the box and see what you care about. If your social is not recent, and so what really matters in social is recency, frequency, and relevancy. Relevancy being the most important. I probably should have said that first. They want to know, is somebody actually doing social? Do you care about the fact that people really do check out social channels and it is part of the buying process? And what's in there? What are you writing about? Are you just bragging or just putting news up? Or are you actually talking about the kinds of things that they care about also? This is the check the box kind of thing. They need to know who you are and what you care about. So that's how social helps you. If they follow you, which is not as common in B2B as B2C, they will want the content that you send them to be relevant to them and to be interesting to them. It goes back to writing good content and making sure whatever you do is going to help their buying process and help them in their quest to buy your product. B2C companies can actually sell right off a social post. This is a completely different process. You still have to have relevant content. You still have to care about what they care about. You can post more frequently. They might follow you. And that's one of our goals, of course, is to increase your followers. You also want them to share. So you need to give them shareable content. They will come to your site or to the landing page that you've set up and buy a product. Test it, buy it, whatever, get a copy of it, or download something. You can do that with B2B and B2C. So the key is to have things that matter to them, to create things that matter to them, and then socialize it in a way that's enticing to them, makes them comfortable, helps their buying process, answers questions, meets their big questions, the mindset questions, which are their desires, their concerns, and their questions. Very specific questions. So it can be a very effective tool to help you sell. No matter what you do, whatever you do should be all about them and what they can get out of what you're selling. And that's how they're going to be more interested in what you have to say in your social channels.